So, new week, new values, and a lot of things to talk about. Let's start off with composites. Starting off with the daily composite, we have formed, starting off with the daily TPO, we have formed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of value. So, let's merge this all together. Merge. So we have a value sitting from 111.5 something, 111.560 something to 111.110.0775. So, clean value to play around. Let's mark it out into our chart. Alright, let me hide the others and everything else. Alright. So, 6-day value high, 6-day value low. What do we know? Acceptance below value low here would be a pretty good short opportunity for rotation towards 6-day value low. Yeah, acceptance below 6-day value high, sorry. If we manage to get slow grind above 6-day value high, we could potentially see a move towards full fill of this gap right here. So all in all, this 6-day value will be our do or die levels for the next few days at least. Right, jumping into the weekly composite, we have formed a 2-week composite. Let's merge this from 112.5 to 109.5, let's say. I have already marked it in my chart. Like this. So we have price moving within this value right here for a bit. So any sort of rejections into 2-week value high is a short opportunity, and any sort of bounces and reclaim of 2-week value low is a long opportunity for rotational plays. That's what I'm focusing for. Sorry, that's what I'm focusing on mainly this week. Rotations, and of course, if an expansion occurs, we're looking for slow grind above 112. 112 generally is a pretty important level. I will go over higher time frame as well for a move towards 115. I will tell you how these levels came up. So let me go through first of all our higher time frame VWAPs, starting off with the yearly. So looking at the yearly, last time we did visit yearly VWAP, yearly value high, sorry, developing yearly value high. We did bounce off and had an initial rally. Will this time be the same? Well, it could, but we need value high to be holding, so 110 will be pretty crucial level to hold in terms of higher time frame. But all in all, I'm kind of expecting some sort of top to be formed here, similarly to last cycle's formation. If you look right here, and started to chop to the downside, we're getting something similar now. So I'm ready for this plan actually. But the bullish scenario would be price to keep on holding above 110, developing yearly value high, and potentially getting a move again towards 120k, because here you have a major imbalance along with some internal liquidity resting. So yeah, any acceptance below yearly value high, first of all, we're getting a move towards 104k, right? Because here we have some internal liquidity resting along with the fact we have a POI, and moreover, if we don't bounce into this level along, maybe we get yearly VWAP, then around that time we visit this POI. If this bounces right here, it's pretty bullish, because above VWAP, you know, we're going higher and we're into a trending environment. Now, if we don't bounce into here, we're actually getting a rotation towards these lows, this POI right here, along with the developing yearly value low at 86k, roughly 86k, 87. So yeah, the POI is from 90, 91 to 86. So that's pretty much everything about yearly VWAP. Let's jump right into the quarterly. Now for the quarterly, okay, we are seeing that previous quarter value high is acting as support. Also, developing quarterly value area low is acting as resistance for now. Now, what am I expecting? Huge level to have in mind, previous quarter value high, right? If price comes into this POI, we do have some sort of 3 drive forming. If we come into this POI, accept above previous quarter value high, it's a major long for move towards 120k. If price keeps on rejecting here and actually accepts below previous quarter value area high, it's a pretty good short opportunity for a move from 1.8, 1.7 to 86k, which is actually our POI based on price action along with yearly value along with previous quarter value. So we have previous quarter value area low sitting right here. Now, that's pretty much it, everything about previous quarter and developing quarter value. So yeah, we need some development. I'm thinking we're getting a move lower soon. Maybe in the next few days, next week we will see, to take out these lows into this major POI along with previous quarter value high. Alright, now let's jump into the monthly value. The monthly value is actually the most important in terms of lower time frame for now, because we either reject value and go way lower, or we get acceptance above value and things are good for 120. Alright, I got a POI into previous month VWAP at 115k, but if we get into this POI and we start slow grinding, I'm expecting a move up to 120k, because we have some major liquidity resting here. We'll see how this develops. Now, the bearish scenario would be price into this highs right here. By the way, if you look at it, we're kinda getting the downtrend continuation here. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. So if we make a high here and we start breaking lower, I'm expecting a move lower then in the next few days. So 111, basically 112k will be our do or die level for the next few days, weeks potentially. So yeah, we'll see how this develops. These lows actually don't seem pretty good. So if we get a breakdown, if we manage to get a breakdown, pretty solid target to have in mind. Now, let's jump into the weekly. Lastly, weekly value from 112 to 109 roughly. Some pretty solid levels to play around. We have swept into the weekend. The lows, actually, let me start with the fact that we have a POI for longs here because we are into a constant uptrend, right? So we have a POI for longs. If anyone got longs here, it was pretty good. I posted about it as well. Target these highs into this imbalance into previous week value high. So previous week value high now will determine if we are getting acceptance above or we're rejecting into it. So any acceptance below and price failing to hold above 112 will be our initial trigger to go short, targeting these lows and potentially even lower. Previous week value low actually. So yeah, that's pretty much it about weekly value as well. Having everything into the chart, let me bring up everything. All right, what did I do here? Okay. All right, so some levels are aligning, as you can see. So let me make this clearer for you. Above 112k, above here, if we start slow grinding above here, we're bullish. Any sort of rejections and acceptance below 112, 111, we're going lower towards, first of all, 110, 60 value low, and second of all, 109 to 108. So these boxes right here will be our support and resistance for the week. And of course, what do we know? Above here, we're bullish towards 115k. Below here, we're bearish towards 104. 104, which is our POI in terms of structure. This POI right here, this whole area right here, along with the 7-week value low, which is our prior value right here. This 7-week value was a pretty good value to trade. So any acceptance into here, we're getting a full rotation. So that's pretty much it, guys. Let me stop the recording and jump right into questions.